Welcome back. We're at the new Bank Street location of Family Physio and Wellness Center. Yes, that was my feet you were just looking at. And excuse, I haven't had a pedicure recently, so try not to look at that. But there's more. Hey, watch it. There's more important results that we're getting from that shot of my feet. And joining me to tell me about it is Steve. He's in charge of the orthotics department here.
That's correct. That's correct.
Steve, tell me, why was I standing on this mat?
Well, basically, what that mat is, it's one of the newer technologies out there. And what we're actually doing is we're seeing how much pressure you're exerting in a static position, so still. And the benefits of that is that if you were just to take a mold, there's really not much that I can see other than a mold of your foot. I can't see how much pressure you exert on your heels, the ball of your foot. What about your arches? So what this system does is it actually scans your foot about 500 times per second, and we can get a nice clear snapshot of your actual foot.
And that's what I wanted to talk about. I walked in here and I said, well, I would never see somebody for orthotics. I have no feet problems at all. But tell me about my feet.
Absolutely. So if as we can see on the screen here, you'll notice you've got your left and your right foot, and we can see all these different colors. And really, I guess the easiest way to look at it is the red is more than about 80 to 90%, up to 100% of your body's weight is hitting on those key points. So generally, I don't know if this happens to you, but you'll generally maybe get calluses in these areas. Number one. Number two is we also want to decipher, well, why are you putting so much pressure there when you're just standing? You haven't even moved yet. We just took a scan. So what we can also take a look at is the variables of the amount of pressure that you're actually walking or standing, I should say. If we take a look here, you'll see that you're exerting 46.6% pressure on your left foot and 53.4% pressure on your right. Now, you may say, well, why do I care?
Exactly, that's what I was wondering.
Well, we should be at 50-50, right? 50% should go on the right and 50% should go on the left. So what this would indicate to myself or one of our rehab staff is, well, what's happening here? Are we compensating? So are you using too much of the right side because you're compensating for maybe a previous injury or pain and sensitivity on the left side? Maybe there's a possible leg length discrepancy that we have to look at that you may have never been diagnosed with, which we would have to send you to your doctor. The other thing that we're looking at too is maybe where your hip alignment as well as some of your hip flexors and muscle groups, we can also look at that as well. So that gives us a nice little idea of what we're looking at. We can also break it down even more.
Now, by looking at this, is this where you decide, I mean, I see these shoes here,
Yep.
is this where you would decide inserts or insoles?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, one of the things we do ask that you do see your family doctor prior to getting an orthotic or an insert, and that's just to discuss the benefits of the orthotic for your needs. This program is designed to have many different variables, so it will actually tell us if it's suitable for you. And we can see that with the pressures you exert, different variables if you overpronate or supinate your foot. And basically from this, when I would say to you, yes, I think you do need an orthotic, that's where we discuss the type of footwear that you would wear. So if you wear dress shoes, we would make an orthotic to fit in a dress shoe, not a big clunky orthotic that won't fit in pretty much anything. Right. And then we would also look at the types of footwear. We do offer footwear here at Family Physio to also add in addition with the orthotic.
Now, Steve, I know you have so much more to say, but we've actually run out of time. But
that's okay.
That just gives you an idea of how much information there is that a person can obtain here.
Absolutely.
And also just very interesting, again, I walked in here having no idea that I had issues with my feet, and by this one particular scan, you learn a lot about it. So thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to be here all morning, and I'll send things back to you, Leanne.
Thanks a lot for that, Laura. And